What's the chatting chows? I'm Joe here. Welcome back to another episode of the Pokémon Legends CA Let's Play. In the last episode, we caught Mewtwo, and then we went and did a all just Santa tournament. It was interesting, to say the least. Today, we are finally starting the after game. Well, no, we are finally starting the DLC. It has been an awful long while, and we are finally starting the DLC for this game. We've done the starter mission for the DLC, when we meet up with a Sancha and go into a hyperspace wormhole for the first time, but we've stopped continuing on from there. There is more to this storyline, and we need to start actually doing it. So we are going to do that now. We just need to head to the Rust Syndicate building in order to do exactly that. This is where we're heading now. So once we get to the Rust Syndicate, we can very much do that. And I wanted to run over here instead of flying over here. Usually I would fly, but it's not terribly far. I know exactly where I'm going, so I'm not really needing to fly. I can just basically just get here. Here we are, Rust Syndicate. I think we've even completed all. I think we've even completed all of the side missions now. Yeah, if I go into my map mode, I press X, and I go to side. Yeah, 123 out of 123. We've done them all in this game now. That is really cool. I've done them all up until this point, so it is time to actually step into a hyperspace wormhole and learn about how that works, finally. Hey Copper, and Vinny, and Pierce. Vinny, did you join the Rust Syndicate? Come on, use your head. He's just here to talk business. More importantly, who's this little lady? Is she a member of Team MZ? She's a client of ours. Is that so? I guess it's no surprise you big shots would have a lot of people asking favours of you now. People such as me, as that happens. Here's the deal. There's more wildness going down in Lumiose, and the Rust Syndicate has been looking into it. While the fine eggheads at Quasartico were studying the impact of that nasty business with the tower, they found something else. Their implements picked up some wild readings, different than Mega Power. Originally, Quasartico would investigate these abnormal readings on their own. But Vinny and his colleagues have their hands full of cleaning up mess from the tower, plus getting Lumiosa's redevelopment back on track. So the Rust Syndicate agreed to help out after all. We've got to protect ourselves and our investments. I mean, our city. Yes, our city. We started investigating And then what should pop up in a bizarre thing over Centrico Plaza. Now, I know you Team MZ kiddos get tangled up in these little messes that crop up in Lumiose. So why don't you head over there and go ahead and spill everything you know for us. I mean, we know some stuff. We don't know a lot of stuff. Assange has told us some stuff. But she hasn't told us everything. And there's a lot to talk. There's a lot that we don't know. Let me get this straight. A donut from Mrs. Sarcher and a move used by that Hooper allowed you to travel through the dimensions into a space beyond it. This space mystery, it must have been where those odd readings came from. I think we can summarize that the move Hooper used was Hyperspace Hole. An alternative Lumiose accessed via Hyperspace Hole. Why don't we just call it Hyperspace Lumiose for now? Simpler than spelling it out every time. Now let's get to business. We've got to learn about Hyperspace Lumiose so we can sort out the disruption over the tower. And to get to hyperspace, it sounds like we need two things. The Mademoiselle and her Pokémon. That means for you kids is that you better get used to this little lady being part of your crew. Team MZ need her if you intend on diverting and investigating those hyperspace Lumiose portals. You want to involve Ashana? Not your call, is it? Nor mine. The little lady gets to decide for herself whether or not she's in or out. I'm delighted to learn more about Hyperspace Lumiose. There's the spirit. Consider yourselves in charge of her, Joanne. Your new job is to survey Hyperspace Lumiose. Great. I'm her new mum. Now, I'm sure scouring the city for disruption seems to be a slog. Which is why I prepared an upgrade to your map app. Hyperspace disruptions have appeared all over Lumiose, serving as entry points to Hyperspace Lumiose. They can be located using the handy icons on your map. Old disruptions close and new disruptions appear at sunrise and sunset every day. With your map app open, you can press the minus button to hide other icons and show only disruptions. Okay. Hang on. I set a reminder for myself to put the bins out. I did it yesterday and I haven't told the reminder I'd done it, so I don't need to worry about that. There we go. Anyway, removing information unrelated to hyperspace disruptions should simplify things and allow you to focus on your survey work, including the big one. But we can also see all these little ones that have also appeared. There are some Pokemon that are new, and some Pokemon that we don't have, that we have, which is kind of cool. You saw how the space for information on that destruction over the tower is totally blank, yeah? It's gonna stay that way unless you get a move on with your survey work, kids. Some other hyperspace eruptions have shown up on your map. Start with those. A word of warning. Those things probably won't sit there waiting forever. So they disappear. They seem to phase in and out of existence. New ones appear all the time, and the old ones go away. Consider it another quirk of Hyperspace Lumiose. More for you to learn. As for what else to study, we can tell you once you go through a destruction. Then I'll need to put together making new donuts. Then let us reimburse to rendezvous to Hotel Z, where I can resume my donut duties. We're clearly just the Rust Syndicate's pawns here, but this research work certainly bears doing. What, Naveen? No, that was Naveen. God damn it, why do I get mixed up between Naveen and Lydia? All the time, I do it all the time. Anyway, I'm just going to read what Lydia said, Lydia's voice. What Naveen said, and we ought to look into disruptions for Sanchez's sake too. These ought to be helpful for your research. Oh, thank you, 20 Ultra Balls. They will be helpful. You've got to learn all you can about Lumiose, Hyperspace Lumiose, so everyone can enjoy regular Lumiose and breathe easily. Why was that hard to say? Go out there and show us what you can do. I'll have Quasartico Inc. get the word out to the public that we're investigating these disruptions. Then I guess we better get to ordering some more donuts from Chef Asancha. Yep. You better. If anything comes up, we'll be in touch. My kitchen awaits. See you there. Alright. And I guess I need to fly back to Hotel Z to make some donuts so that we can actually do that. Now, we won't be going through any of the holes that have appeared, because the fact is, by the time I've made some donuts, the holes will probably be gone. So, I'm gonna make a cut. I'm gonna make some donuts, and then we're gonna go through a few holes. So, I'll be back in a few seconds. Wow, Chef Asana, you make mean donuts. Donuts level boost will increase levels of all your Pokemon in your party. The boosts can provide important leg ups during battle in Hyperspace Lumiose. Donut energy that Hooper receives will determine how long you have remaining to in Hyperspace Lumiose. You'll want to take this amount into information if you hope to if you want to help spread your time in the hyperspace Lumios. If you're lucky, a donut can provide special effects called flavor powers. These effects can provide a range of benefits from aiding your Pokemon to help catching those Pokemon that you seek. Consider your goals when choosing which donut to use. These are all things we don't really need to worry about at this moment in time, but yeah, these will be very important later on. Oh, Mabel's appeared for some reason. Hello, Mabel. Getting information into donut business. Guess you'll have to make your hotel stand out somehow. Ugh, never mind the donuts. You've got rare Pokemon here. Looks like a Hooper, a mischief Pokemon. I've heard its mysterious loops can warp space itself. But let's all hold that thought. Joanne, you saw some Mankey? I know they don't live in Lumios, so when I saw you register one, I went poking around. I told you, I've done the bins. Goddamn computer. People are chatting away online all about this hyperspace stuff. I had a hunch that it was connected to your Mankey sighting. I bet all kinds of fascinating data can come from Pokemon of hyperspace. Though maybe I do feel bad about piling the work onto you a little bit. Anyway, the real point of my visit is that I've powered up your Pokédex. Your Pokédex has now got the Hyperspace Pokédex. Bet you can't wait to dive back in and get your hands dirty with some hyperspace. Happy digging. May I ask who that woman was? Mabel. Her name's Mabel. She's the acting director of the Pokemon Research Lab. So she gets us to do her research for her. She's rather remarkable, but don't worry about her. Getting back on topic, next step is to investigate those hyperspace Lumios portals. Quite right. And I'll stand by to make some more donuts. Find disruptions over the map and survey hyperspace Lumios. I will very much do that. Now, there is a combination that apparently, according to the Pokemon universe, does actually work. I'm yet to see results from this from my own personal file. I've had a few chances to try this, and it's had mixed results. But the idea is to have a Gorgist and get the Gorgist to level 100 and give it Trick or Treat, which makes Pokemon Ghost type. Then to get a Mankey all the way up to Annihilate, which is where you can learn Rage Fist. And when you learn Rage Fist on a Ghost-type Pokemon, that is super effective on a Ghost-type Pokemon. So a Mankey with an Annihilate with max attack and max speed, probably max HP as well. Can do some serious damage with like Focus Energy, Rage Fist, Power Punch if it needs it to boost that attack and stuff like that. And it can make these hyperspace disruptions and basically battling in hyperspace disruptions really quickly, especially when we're going up against rogue mega Pokemon, which we will be doing as part of this adventure. We will be going up against more rogue Pokemon. So that is a plan. I don't know if it works, but it's a plan. And I swear I have a Mankey. Or did I not catch one? I must have not caught one. Okay, I guess I'll have to go and find a fighting type portal to go and get a Mankey in order to do this. But it's night time, so new disruptions will be populating Lumiose. Ah. One of the battle zones is the one that's local to me. Right. Anyway. Okay, so we got a ground type disruption, dark type. There's a fighting type, but you can see which Pokemon will appear in the Hyperspace Lumiose portals. And from this fighting type one, I can see Machop, Cabrola, and Pangoro. So, yeah, not the one I'm looking for when it comes to fighting types. So I guess we'll just go and see what we can do in Hyperspace Lumiose. We'll start with this one, I guess. And we'll fly to somewhere that's nearest to this destruction, which I think is Wild Zone 20. Ah, there we go. Just need to get my bearings and find out where it is. When you feed Hooper a donut, it will open up the portals in Hyperspace Lumiose. Check the disruptions and choose what is suitable for the disruption. As time passes in hyperspace, Hooper's donut energy will gradually be consumed. Once it runs out, that will halt your work and you'll have to return to regular Lumiose. Also, you'll also have to leave hyperspace if you black out or are defeated in battle. Alright, so I made quite a few donuts. None of them are actually that good because we don't have good berries right now. But this is the best I can make out of the berries I have. So, yeah, I've made a few chillins, I made a few happers, I made a few I made quite a few ockers and some kelpsy berries too. Each of them has a 9 level advantage, so let's see what we can do. I'm gonna none of them have any donut power. Again, that'll be useful when we actually have, you know, actual good berries. We don't have good berries yet. So I'm going to go to Hyperspace Lumiose with this one. Every one of mine, we've got 3 minutes and 30 seconds, so it's not a lot of time. Hello, Joanne. It appears that you've made it through with disruption. I'll put Capella on the phone now. So you got yourself sorted on the donut form, did ya? Don't forget to thank Asana and Hooper. Now that you're all set, allow me to formally send you some hyperspace requests, so that you could, with some tasks that you can accomplish whilst you're over there. This will make it easier to keep track of what you're doing in hyperspace Lumios. It'll be a huge help if you can get 7,000 research points or so. That'll move our research forward. You'll probably have to visit hyperspace Lumios a few times to get those points. When you enter hyperspace pockets, you'll be given 3 survey tasks to accomplish. Check what you should focus on and decide what you should do. By accomplishing these tasks, you'll earn points. You'll help propel your Colbert's work for his team. Good luck out there. Alright. So, we need to catch a Machop. We need to catch 2 Machops, sorry. Okay. I caught some Machops. Okay, so I need to catch Pokemon. I need to catch 3 different kinds of Pokemon within hyperspace Lumios. We can also collect coins whilst we're here. These are coins for Gimmighoul. This will be important later on. Here's a Cabrola. Nice, we caught a Cabrola. Oh, balls. We don't have a lot of time. 3.5 minutes is practically nothing. I mean, I got 3 of those Pokeballs. And I did the other 2 tasks, so that's something. It's not a lot, but I did something down there, which is pretty good. I got 2,100 research points, which I think is pretty good. I'm going to end... well, I think we'll do a side mission, and then we'll end off this episode, because there's one side mission here. Or at least we'll go and see what the side mission is. Oh, so this is the Gimme Ghoul one. Hi, mate. Hello, friend. My name is Theo. I've travelled all around the regions collecting rare Pokémon. This one right here is called Gimme Ghoul. I got this little box of joy while sightseeing in the Paldea region. But the thing is, you need Gimme Ghoul coins in order to evolve Gimme Ghoul into Goldango. And it's not just a few. No, man. We're talking 999 coins. But I haven't found a single Gimme Ghoul coin here in Lumiose. Help me out, would ya? I'll let you take my Gimme Ghoul with you, and you can evolve it for me. I can do that. Of course. Want to spend more time with a rare Pokemon like this one? It's totally a gimme. Please evolve my Gimme Ghoul for me. Here are all the Gimme Ghoul coins I've managed to get from Paldea. 413 of them. Once you've evolved my Gimme Ghoul, can you show me it? You should be able to evolve it once you reach 999 Gimme Ghoul coins. Let's golden go! Okay, so Gimme Ghoul is a weird Pokemon, and basically once you reach 999 Gimme Ghoul coins, you'll be able to evolve Gimme Ghoul into Goldango to reach part 2 of this mission, which is basically give him back his Goldango. But in order, but if you do that, basically you're getting rid of your own Goldango. So really, in other words, you don't really need to collect 999. You need to collect way more than that, because basically you're going to give up your own Goldango. You're going to need to, if you're trying to register the Pokedex, try and get yourself a living dex. Basically, you'll need 2. Because one of them you got to give to him. Don't give him a shiny one. Although it will continue to be shiny on the overworld, it'll stand next to him and you'll be able to see the shiny on the overworld. You would have just lost a shiny, so I'm not suggesting giving him a shiny, but this is one of those rare moments where it will show up on the overworld. So, do with that what you will. There we go. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Join us next time when we will be going into more hyperspace holes and trying to figure out what we can do. There are a few hyperspace holes which I think are going to be really hard to do. Like, for example, this one. If I know which one this is, this should be Mega. Yeah, this is exactly where it should be. This is one I haven't even done on my own time because the portal has not appeared on my own personal file. But this is the one that allows you to fight, what is it? Garchomp. Yeah, Mega Garchomp Z. And it is going to be really hard. So, I know it only gives it a half a star rating here, but believe me, it is going to be a lot harder than you think it is going to be. You need to be ready for the fight of your life going in there. And any of these rogue Mega Evolved hyperspace holes, you will need to be ready for the fight of your life. Because, like, there's a certain one with Mega Crabominable, and it is so hard. Honestly, it took me a while before I could figure out how to do that one. I would not suggest taking that one lightly. So, any of these hyperspace holes, do not take them lightly. They are hard, and you will have the fight of your life if you're not prepared for it. So, get yourself prepared whilst you can. Go into these little holes and get the research points, get the Pokemon that you haven't got in your decks yet, and possibly try and look for new hyperspace holes that might help you with certain Pokemon. The Annihilate Gorgeist idea is actually a good idea, so it might be worth trying it yourself. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. I'm going to end off this episode here. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Join us next time, but until then, I am Lantern Joe. Meet the Pokemon, get to Liza. Everybody get Pokemon. Good night!